We are a little over a month of playing QB, and we entered another moment slice, so figured let's go over my tournament run, and we'll talk about it a little bit. I think overall I've made some pretty solid improvements. Let's get straight into the first game. Alright, we played Maddox here. They are a Wolf player. Here, I know Wolf is a character that likes to jump a lot. They really like being in the air, using Beast Cannon, that type of stuff. And QB can be a character that struggles to lock down. I try to, use the obvious instant air dashes to just get like good buttons out. I tried to use Bubble there, thinking maybe it was a way to get the Wolf to just stop moving for a second, but they were able to punish it with Beast Cannon. And these supers, I kept getting clipped by them. I'm not entirely sure what I was doing, if I was like just autopiloting, pressing buttons, if I thought maybe the move was over, but it wasn't quite over yet. But there's a few other times this match that I get clipped by it. And overall, I mean, jump heavy, or not jump, jump medium punch was something I used a lot. There, it caught the startup of Beast Cannon. There's a little Gatling. Wolf just keeps jumping in, and getting smacked in the face. There, once again. But maybe I just need to understand my pressure a little bit better and be able to snowball things there. That was a super scramble, and I don't know how those standing light punches connected, but hey, I'll take it. And then I get clipped by the super again, lose that first round, but it's a best of 3, so we still got some more games. On to this second round against Maddox, kind of doing the same thing that we did in the first game. Really thought I could punish Beast Cannon there, but unfortunately couldn't. Maybe I could have if I was a little bit faster to take timed it better. Using the crouching heavy punch there, I was thinking maybe could work as an anti-air, but it really doesn't seem too effective. I'm not 100% sure how I can like approach neutral against this character, but there is a ESCR that barely hit. Definitely like using that, just throw it out there. Can be kind of difficult to punish. It's okay if I trade with it. I mean, QB doesn't have a lot of ways to dump meter, and being punished with Beast Cannon, if I just go for Bubble in neutral, it seemed like a decent option just to throw out and use some meter for. Here we're stuck in the corner, but managed to get out. There we whiff another ESCR, but weren't really punished for it. And clipped by that dang move again. I do not know what I was doing. But just a sliver of life left, but we're actually... Oh, we don't get clipped by that one, because we actually win this one. I don't know how I got comboed to CR there, but I will take it, because it was a really cool ender. Alright, so then we are 1-1 against Maddox. So we are on game 3 now. Let's see how this one goes. They're able to get the first hit. There we are, just this slight ground change whenever we get the chance to just squeeze them in. I felt like maybe I was more on like the back foot this entire set. Just kind of was able to just get these like just small hits here and there that were overall pretty good. They catch us air dashing in. I'm wondering if right there I could have done like an air dash light kick instead of a medium punch and it would have came out first. Or there's just been like a better hitbox that beat it out. Able to take the first bat. ESCR trading there. Okay, we had the lead. We're okay with that trade there. Another ESCR that's just the tip. And locking them down in the corner. They're able to get out, but we got a solid life lead. I thought for sure I could punish that Beast Cannon there, but we ended up getting clipped by it right at the end. And we are able to take the first set, moving on to winners round 2. Second game here we have is against Mop. And I knew they were a very good Felicia, but they've also played some Sass before. And this one was a little bit of a struggle bus one. Sass is a character I really kind of struggle to like know what to do. He's just such a suffocating character. I know, kind of ironic coming from a QB player, but I don't know. It's a weird matchup. I think maybe does stand medium punch hit crouching sass? I don't know. He looks kind of low, but he's also just a big body. At first stock, we kind of got obliterated, but honestly, I started playing okay later on this round specifically. We get sniped by the ice spikes there. Get ESCR, puts him in the corner. I think we go for bubble here. Yeah, we go for bubble. Get a chain and kill, and bubble's still active after the round bat transition. And get another CR there. Honestly, I didn't expect to bring it this close. I know Mop's a really good player, but also it could just be me being a little bit intimidated. But they are able to close that first round. Moving on to the second one here. And if I recall, this round was a little bit of a blowout. They get me in the corner, we get out of the corner, we grab them, unfortunately puts our back towards the wall. Yeah, I think the main thing is I get kind of confused on like what buttons to press, because I think short hop goes over a lot of my crouching buttons, so maybe I just have to trust in stand medium punch a little bit more. I know it's definitely a button I should be abusing, and I think that's probably the main thing I gotta maybe incorporate, because I could really stuff a lot of approaches, I think, with stand medium punch. They walk up and freeze me. I didn't know you could mash out of that stuff, so when they whiffed the first medium punch, if I was mashing, I probably could have got out of it. But unfortunately, that one went pretty quick. So did this auto open the right file? Let's just move on. This was losers round 1 against Lex. They play Fish, and let's see how this one goes. Alright, Fish is a character I've had a little bit of experience with, but overall it kind of feels awkward. The rings is something I had to work on, like, getting around. I would like run into rings a lot. There's a different Fish player that we will talk about in a little bit, but this one, I think I was playing just like maybe a little bit more defensively. These long supers, they keep catching me. That's just like wolves there. I think I was overall able to just kind of like fundy my way through this match. Just a lot of air dashes. They weren't calling out air dash that much, so I think I was able to just kind of just run standard B stuff and to varying degrees of success. But I mean, overall, yeah, we're just air dashing, hitting buttons. Get that air throw, and then they use a move right into the bubble, closing out that first round. Alright, moving on to the second round of this set. Trying to use sweep right there, but don't get punished for it, and able to just combo right into a chain afterwards. Yeah, they jumped a lot. They didn't use much of the specials and stuff, which is something I've really struggled to move around. Like, they used that ES move a lot, but they didn't use a lot of like the rings or the poison cloud, which we'll talk about. We'll talk about in a second. That's subtle foreshadowing, I know, right? We did struggle to close this one out a little bit. I thought jump medium punch would have stalled me in the air long enough to avoid that special, but unfortunately it didn't. We got clipped by it. And there uses rings there, but I was just pretty far out of range, and I wasn't approaching too much. Able to clip him with the jump medium punch to deactivate the hitboxes on that special. And we lose... Do we lose our bat here? I believe we do. Okay, just get clipped there onto our last bat. Jumped over the Poison Cloud. And they're just on a sliver of health. And Magic Pixel there. They are really low. Block that. And here, I was panicking a little bit because I felt like I was really struggling to just like establish something. I just needed to get one hit and close out this set. And they just kept clipping me here and there. We got the throw, and like at this point I was panicking, but we were able to get the air dash, medium kick, and win this set. So moving on to the next one. All right, and we actually played another fish right after that one. And this one was significantly closer. I was struggling with some of the options they were throwing out to me. Okay, let's just look into it. The rings there. I need to work on maybe like the muscle memory or just like the timing on how to punish that. I know I could just like float over it, but I was wanting to get like a bigger combo off of it. But I think if I were to float medium punch earlier and then just establish pressure is like the way to do it. I was trying to delay my option when I was floating over it, but I did more floats in the second round here. So we'll talk about that in a second. But that bubble, I really don't know how to get out of that bubble. I talked with some people in my Discord a little bit, and they said tech roll forward is a way to avoid bubble, but there is some counterplay to that, but it's still something I can put on the table, see if they can answer, and then float forward. I was doing a lot of jump back float, which just didn't do anything. I would float there for a second and then just fall into the bubble. So thinking more about how I can get out of bubble setups instead of just panicking and doing an option is could help a lot. I think really I gotta play more fish. Something the commentators pointed out. If I mash while I'm in bubble, that Poison Cloud isn't guaranteed. So if I can show that I can mash, they have to go for a different option. It isn't quite as much damage. They can still get like a guaranteed knockdown, but unfortunately, once you're in the bubble, you're gonna eat some sort of punish. You might as well eat a less good punish, and maybe they'll go for Poison Cloud because they're greedy and you can get out for free. That bubble, great pressure there. And that game went really fast. I wasn't even really looking, I was yapping. But we were able to get the second round there. Moving on to a game 3. And we are trying to really move around those rings. I feel like we are getting a hang of it, but we're still getting clipped from time to time. And we able to get a little chain there, and just dashed right into those rings. Able to avoid that cloud, thankfully. Good, we got a 4-hit combo off that JMP, so maybe we can do JMPs to punish stuff and actually get, full jump-in combos. Get clipped there with bubble. Get a slight punish on the rings, and able to avoid the clouds just narrowly. But we're stuck in the corner. Are we gonna eat a bubble here? No, we're just gonna eat a jump in. Lose our first stock. Alright, they establishing the pressure, and we eat a bubble, and we eat a Poison Cloud. Oh, we were able to pop that bubble, but here comes another one, and unfortunately, that's the bubble that takes us out of the tournament. Overall, I had a good time. I felt like I improved a lot. I just need to get a lot more matchup-specific stuff, but if you like this sort of content, make sure to like and subscribe. I do have a Discord link down in the description below if you want to ask some questions, get some games in, but we're definitely going to be entering more VSAF tournaments. I am absolutely adoring this game, and it's just been a great time. I feel like the B is making very good progress for the amount of time I've actually put into her, and we are 2 months away from Frosties? December and then January? Yeah, so hopefully we can piece together our game plan a bunch and maybe have some decent runs over multiple games, because at Frosty's we enter VSAV, MBAC, and Plus R, so it's a lot of fun. I have a beginners tournament I'm entering coming up next week, so I'll probably make a video about that, see how it goes, and then actually do have a Melty video in the works, so if that's something that interests you, let me know. But as always, have a good day, and keep playing fighting games.